I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. Some kind of magic, you came into my life, and with that bedhead, you give me falling twice. Yeah, you're an angel and always on my mind. I wanna love you like I do on my own. Yeah, this is what it's about when it's just you and I and the stars in the sky and the...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by for this clean and decorate today. We're going to be tackling huge messes throughout the main living areas, as well as giving the entryway a complete makeover. I bought a bench, some hooks, a new rug, and lots of other fun things to spice up our front entryway. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Lauren and I love to make videos about cleaning, decorating, and all things homemaking. So if you love those things too, make sure to hit that red subscribe button before you go today. I'd love to have you. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me out so much. But let's go ahead and tackle today's disaster. Okay, so this week was one of those weeks where it was constant on the go. We had like zero time to pay attention to the state that our house was in, so it got way out of control. But as you can tell, I tried to fold the laundry and got sidetracked with something else, and we just had lots of projects going on this week that kept us from keeping up the house like we normally do. So right here, I'm just gonna go around the living room and tidy things up and vacuum, and then we're gonna head into that entryway to clean it up and give it a little bit of a facelift. Let me know down in the comments below what part of your house takes the most heat during the week when things get really busy. It's kind of funny because most of our house will stay spotless the entire week, but our living room and kitchen are trashed if we do not stay on top of it. These are kind of the rooms that we use the most, and we don't have any kids, so there are no boundaries as far as what we throw where. So by the end of the week, our house just needs a good pick-me-up. And I always love taking Sundays to just regroup and get everything back in order, as well as make our weekly grocery run so we're prepared for the week ahead. And this doesn't always happen, but I find that the weeks that I do this, my week goes so much smoother, and we also eat a lot healthier than if we just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. Today's video is in collaboration with my friend Melissa from LOFGRENLIFE here on YouTube. She makes tons of motivating cleaning videos as well as home decor and lifestyle content. I always love watching her videos, and I never leave her channel without feeling motivated to go tackle something in my home. She is so sweet, and I know that y'all will absolutely love her. So I'm going to leave the link to her channel below, as well as the link to her video for today. And y'all make sure to go check her out and subscribe. Y'all will not regret it. If y'all are coming over from Melissa's channel, I'm so happy to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by. My channel is full of homemaking, decor, and lifestyle content as well, so I hope you'll subscribe and stick around. But y'all, it felt so good to get this living room back to normal after a week full of just chaos. So I'm just taking my Dyson to vacuum up in here, and then we're gonna move into that entryway.
Something special about you.
If y'all missed my video from last week, I decorated for Valentine's Day, and I didn't do a whole lot, but I added little touches here and there, and it made our house feel special for Valentine's Day, so I'll link that below just in case you want to check that out. But now we are moving into the entryway, and I know I've been talking about this for about a month now, and I'm so excited to get in here and tackle it. We're going to start out by just sweeping up these floors. They were full of tags that I had ripped off of things, and then just dirt that we had tracked in. So I'm going to get that taken care of, and then we're going to dust down the front door and also the closet door there in the hallway and make sure they're nice and clean. And then we're going to bring in all of the new decor, and I am so excited to show y'all what I came up with.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building camp.
I found this sweet little piece at Home. I think it was 25 bucks. So I'm going to hang that above our front door. And I'm going to use the same technique that I used to hang up the calendar in our kitchen a couple weeks back. I'm just going to stick some painter's tape on the back and mark where the nail holes are, and then stick the painter's tape on the wall and just hammer right through the tape to make sure that the little holes are level. But once we get that hung up, you're going to see in this little area that I'm going with a rustic glam look, just like I do in the whole rest of the house. And I'm really not sure what I need to call my style, whether it's rustic glam or minimalistic farmhouse. But in this area, you're going to see little farmhouse touches, but there's not much of it because I hate clutter. So that's what we're going with here.
Dropping everything 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me.
I searched everywhere trying to find the perfect rug for this area, and I kept bringing home rugs that were too small. I was underestimating the size of this little space, so I finally found the perfect rug at Home, and this rug was only 25 bucks, and I believe it's 3 feet by 6 feet or 3 feet by, shoot, I don't even know, but it's a lot bigger than the one that I bought before, so I had to return several rugs before I found the right size. And then I found this cute little white bench at Kirkland's. Originally, I wanted to get my white bench from Hobby Lobby because they have one that's really similar to this, and it's like half the price, but they were sold out at the warehouse, so none of the stores locally had it, and the warehouse didn't have it, and I just didn't want to wait for it, so I went to Kirkland's and used a coupon on this one. It was originally $2.50, but with the coupon, it was a little bit cheaper, so it wasn't too bad. I found that little hook shelf at Hobby Lobby and the little welcome sign at Hobby Lobby as well. I found that little gray shag pillow at Home, and then I'm just using this blanket that I already had, as well as that magnolia wreath that I already had. And I feel like this area turned out so cute and simple, but it looks so homey, and I'm so glad that it's finally done. When you come in the house, it doesn't look so cold and empty right there. And my next project is going to be on that other wall that I'm sweeping by right now, and I'm going to tell you all about that towards the end of this video.
They keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms.
Now I'm just moving into the kitchen. I'm going to clean up the disaster from the week. We always drop our clothes here and our bags and whatever we have in our hands when we come in the door. So I'm just going to fluff up these pillows. I'm going to wipe down this table, and then we're going to move into the main part of the kitchen. I'm going to do some dishes. I'm going to wipe down the countertops. They were destroyed, by the way. And then we're going to sweep and mop in here before we move into the living room to mop. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about the entryway. I'm very curious to know. I worked so hard trying to find some Pinterest inspiration for that area, just because our living room is laid out so weird, and so it took a lot of work to try to come up with that, but I did get it from Pinterest. I'm excited about the way it looks, and also I'm so excited because Will finally put blinds in our living room, and so now in the mornings whenever I come out to get my coffee, I don't have to get fully dressed. We have neighbors on either side of us. We do have woods in the backyard, but our neighbors are kind of at an angle where if I came out and I wasn't fully dressed, they might see me. So it's so nice to have these blinds up now. So I was just going to open those up, let some sunlight in, and now we're going to get busy on these dishes. I feel like we don't have such a hard time keeping up with everyday dishes, but when it comes to pots and pans, we let them pile up on the stove until we run out. And then when we need a pot or pan, we have to wash one. So right here, I'm just going to wash all of the pots and pans that were sitting on the stovetop, and then we're going to go over to the stovetop and we're going to clean it, and I'm going to show you just how disgusting it had gotten. Doing dishes by hand is something that is so therapeutic to me. I always love waking up in the morning on the weekends and grabbing my coffee and then scrubbing down a couple of pots and pans before I cook breakfast. And that probably sounds super weird, but I would never want to wake up and do a full load of dishes by hand. But there is something about scrubbing a couple of pieces and then just getting on with your day. It's little accomplishments like that that motivate me to go on and do the next thing. I always thought my mom was super weird for waking up before all of us and doing dishes or cleaning the house, but now that I'm an adult, I understand that it really does help jumpstart your day and get you off to a productive start. Okay, so this is the disaster we're working with today. I have been loving fried zucchini and squash, and so we've been doing that like crazy. Probably like 3 or 4 nights a week we've been having that, and I know it's not very healthy, but both of us absolutely love it. So with the flour and the egg, it makes a huge mess, and then after dinner I'm always too tired to clean it up, so then I'm left with that mess the next day. But I'm just taking my Dawn spray dish soap in the green apple scent, and then my little yellow and green sponge to scrub it all up. And it works wonders. I love this sponge because the green side is scrubby and it gets all of the junk off of the actual stovetop, and then I take the little yellow side that's a little bit softer and scrub down the silver portion of the oven so that it doesn't scratch, and it just does a really good job. And as y'all know, if you've been watching me for a while, I always like to go in with a glass cleaner, and I'm just using the Sprayway glass cleaner today to shine up our stove, and then I'm going to move on to the other side of these countertops.
Too many scars from people tearing you apart. No, you think I let you down, break your heart and play around, but that's not me. No, I will love you right back, and come and hold you whenever you're sad. Yeah, I know you don't wanna get hurt, but you'll have to take my word that I will love you right back.
A random thing that my husband does when he gets his coffee is put his pod in my decorative cup. He doesn't throw it in the trash, he puts it in this coffee cup, so I always have to empty that out, and it's no big deal, but it always cracks me up. Now we're going to move on to the microwave. I'm just going to spray it down with that same spray Dawn dish soap, and I'm taking that same sponge that I used to clean the oven to scrub this up. A little bit of butter had exploded in here the other day. It wasn't too bad, but we're just going to get that all cleaned up.
Love you right back, and come and hold you whenever you're sad. Yeah,
After I finish getting all of that wiped out, I'm just going in with a dry towel to shine it up, and then we're going to shine up the outside with some glass cleaner. I'm also going to light a candle in this little area, and then we're going to move over to the sink to scrub that out real quick, and then we are going to move on to these floors. They were trashed once again, so we're going to sweep all of that junk up off the floor, and then I'm just going to go in with some lemon pine sol and hot water and mop up these floors.
I will love you right back, and come and hold you whenever you're sad. I know you don't wanna get hurt, but you'll have to take my word that I will love you right back, love you right back.
I've had a lot of people recently ask me why I clean out the sink every time I do the dishes, and that's because I heard on the radio one time a statistic that your sink can get more bacteria than your bathroom, and so I just want to avoid that happening. So every time I wash my dishes, I just go ahead and take the dish brush and scrub out my sink. It just takes 2 seconds and I can avoid all of that bacteria.
Got a whole lot of problems, but they're always by you. I'm trying my best, but I don't know how to solve them. I don't know what to do. I need some time on my own to figure out what I want. 'Cause baby, right now I don't know. Feels like I'm riding solo. You got me thinking about all of the problems in us. I know it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I let you go.
I'm just taking some lemon pine sol and hot water to mop up these floors, and I think I said this in my last video, but I always love switching over all of my cleaning supplies to more citrusy scents when it comes time for spring, because it gets me all excited for the warmer months ahead, and I also just love the smell of them. It's so happy, and after all of those warm and cozy Christmas scents, most of them smell like food, I love having something just fresh and clean.
Feels like I'm riding solo. You got me thinking about all of the problems in us. No, it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I let you go.
Now I'm moving into the living room with my mop. I'm going to mop up all of this tile in here as well. And here in just a second, I'm going to explain what I want to do with that wall right there, and also the wall that's catty corner to it. I'm not done with the living room quite yet, but we are getting there. We're getting very close. I've got to get a few more pieces of furniture, and hopefully we can finish that up in the next month or so.
Baby, right now I don't know. Feels like I'm riding solo. You got me thinking about all of the problems in us. I know it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I let you.
Okay, now that our entryway is done, I feel like this room looks so much nicer. And now my next project is going to be to tackle this wall. We're going to try to reroute all those cords right there, and I'm hoping to put 2 chairs right there with a little table in the middle, and then maybe a big round mirror up here or a clock. And I found 2 really cute chairs at Kirkland's, and they're cream with the wood detail, kind of like our coffee table is. And I think those would look really cute right there. They're $500 a piece, so I'm going to see if I can find a cheaper option than the ones at Kirkland's, but I will link those below just in case y'all want to see them. And then over here on this wall, I'm going to do a long wood table, and then maybe a picture collage over here, or a big mirror if I don't use the big mirror over there. And so I'm loving the way that everything is coming together. We've still got a ways to go in here, but that entryway definitely made a big difference.
I know it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I
And that's going to wrap up the cleaning for today. I hope y'all enjoyed and got tons of motivation. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button below. And make sure to go check out Melicia's channel when you leave here today. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.